What's up YouTube, it's your boy Mike here from PeoplesChoiceGaming, and today I got a breakdown video for you of the Sicarus Prime. I got some levels 60s to 90 infested gameplay while showing off this weapon, and then I'm going to jump right into how to mod this weapon best for all three factions. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I really don't like burst weapons. I mean, in any game. Some games they're alright, but I mean in this game they're just not that great. But I gotta admit, Damage 2.0 they've gotten a lot better, a lot more useful. You know, they're just all around a lot better. The way, you know, the changes that they've made. And for a secondary, I really had my doubts. But with just a level 30 catalyst straight up damage build, I'm doing a little over 4,000 damage per burst with this weapon. So when you got the build right, I mean this weapon really owns. I'm killing everything in one burst. It was only taking like maybe 2-3 bursts on level 90s. It wasn't until like level 120 that it took like a good 5 bursts or more to kill the enemies. And you know, for a level 30 build, no forma, that's pretty damn good, especially with the burst weapon. So really quick, a little breakdown before I get into how to mod this weapon. It does 32 overall damage with a few points extra being an impact. Shoots 5 rounds a second with a 20 mag clip. 210 total ammo. The reload is 2 seconds, which is really nice. An average 10% crit chance with a 1.5 crit damage multiplier. And the big difference between this and its unprimed counterpart is the Sicarus has 2 crit damage. This has 1.5. The Sicarus Prime has better damage in the slash and puncture categories, so it's better for, you know, infested and near, and has better total, more total overall damage. But its unprimed counterpart has nearly double the impact damage, so that one would be more for Corpus. And yeah, you know, doing over 4,000 damage a shot, so pretty good weapon. Let's go ahead and jump into best way to mod it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go over the builds for all factions for the Sicarus Prime. This is going to be a level 30 catalyst build. We're going to be going for just best damage. If you're doing lower level enemies and you want to drop a little damage for utility like reload or something, you know, that's completely fine. You know, personal preference depending on what you're doing. The reload's pretty nice on this weapon at 2 seconds though, so I mean you really don't need to. All three builds you will be using Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, and Lethal Torrent. You know, that's one thing that didn't change, you know, in Damage 2.0. These are still, you know, your basic 3, you know, best mods. You want to start all your builds off with. Fully rank them, and Hornet Strike, try to get it up all the way if possible. And it will cost 7 points in the V polarity, ranked up all the way. So even though mine's 1 from the top, you will be able to go up 1 more, and it'll still cost 7. If you can't get it up all the way though, that's completely fine. You know, it's just for the best damage. You want to get it up as high as you can. We'll start with Infested here. So you're going to want to use Ice Storm and a Heated Charge to make your best elemental combo, which is going to be Blast. It's going to do a 25% bonus to Infested. You can use Deep Freeze for 20% extra damage into your blast combo, but considering the way, you know, infested are, just a lot more mobs at once, and you know, you're pretty much just spamming that fire button a lot more. I personally like having the extra magazine capacity, but if you want the little bit of extra damage, then you can put a full deep freeze in instead of an ice storm. And lastly, after your elemental combo, you're going to want to go with the Magnum Force for the best damage. I don't use the Magnum Force on the other two builds because I go for headshots, and the accuracy loss isn't worth it to me. So I go with the, you know, Bane mod. But on Infested, you don't need to worry about the headshots except with Ancients, and you'll be fine headshot in Ancients, you know, because of the size. The headshot's very easy to hit the hitbox, so. And with the 1 point left over, you can take up the Magnum Force, you know, one more time if need be, if you want to. On Corpus, you're going to start off the same way, but use an Ice Storm and Convulsion to make the magnetic combo. or like I said, well, in this case you won't need to use the deep freeze because we're going to use it last. So your Ice Storm and Convulsion, or Ice and Electric, that's going to make your magnetic combo, which is going to do 75% bonus against shields and a 50% bonus against robotic. And then lastly, for best damage, Deep Freeze is just going to come a little bit out. It's going to come a little bit out on top over the Bane mod. So you're going to want to use that. And basically what that's going to do is it's just going to add in extra damage to the magnetic combo. The only way a third elemental will be in the class by itself is if it's a different element than the combo you're working with. So that's going to be your best build for Corpus there. And for Grineer, start off the same way. And then you're going to want to use a Pathogen rounds and a full Convulsion. And that is going to give you the Corrosive combo, which is going to give you a 75% bonus against armor and a 50% bonus against robotic. And then lastly, for best damage, you're going to want to use a Expel Grineer Bane mod. And like I said, it's a burst weapon. You're going to be good with ammo. The reload is good, so I would highly suggest just going for all-out best damage on all your builds. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are enjoying the weapon. I'm not really too big into burst weapons, but some of them are a lot better in Damage 2.0, and this weapon shines just a lot more than I thought it would. It's a really good weapon. Even without, any Forma, I was crushing level 100s pretty easily. So, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.